Stop. Right now. Seriously, hit pause on whatever you're doing. If your current strategy to build wealth involves just working more hours, chugging lukewarm coffee, and grinding until you're a hollowed-out shell of your former self, then let me be brutally honest with you. You are being sold a lie. A massive, soul-crushing lie. In fact, you're not just being misled, you're actively walking straight into a meticulously designed trap. A financial dead end engineered to keep you scraping by, stuck in the rat race, not just until 2026, but potentially for decades to come. Hard work in and of itself is not the golden ticket. It's often the bait, a distraction from the real levers of wealth. Today, we're not just scratching the surface, we're diving deep, pulling back the curtain on the brutal, often hidden mechanics of why simply working harder won't make you rich. And more importantly, we're going to expose the actual, actionable strategies you need to employ to truly escape this rigged system before it's too late and you're just another casualty of the grind culture. Welcome to Future Freedom 360. I'm here to tell you something your boss, your bank, and probably your parents don't want you to hear. The rat race isn't a race you can win by running faster. It's a treadmill, and the faster you run, the more energy the system sucks out of you. We've been conditioned to believe that labor equals wealth. But look around. Are the hardest working people you know the wealthiest? Probably not. They're usually the most exhausted, the most stressed, and the most buried in interest payments. This is the setup for the modern slavery system. You're trading the most valuable asset you have, your time, for a currency that is intentionally being devalued by inflation, while you're lured into lifestyle creep by easy credit. This is how to escape the rat race. You have to stop playing by their rules. If you stay on this path, 2026 won't be the year of your breakthrough. It'll be the year the walls close in. We're going to break down the systematic science of wealth, starting with the biggest lie you've ever been told. All right, let's rip open the hood and see what's really going on under the surface. The debt trap, in its brutal simplicity, is this. The system isn't just designed to keep you borrowing. It's engineered to make you a perpetual debtor. Why? Because your debt isn't just a number. It's a golden asset for someone else. When you sign on the dotted line for that shiny new car, or when you confidently swipe that credit card for a much-needed vacation, you're not just acquiring a product or an experience. No, you are, in essence, selling your future labor, your precious time, your very life force, directly to a financial institution. Let that sink in for a moment. Every single hour you clock in for the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 years, a significant portion of it is already claimed, already owned by a corporation that doesn't care about your dreams, only your payments. This is precisely why just working harder won't magically make you rich. You're not truly working for yourself. You're working to service the interest payments on a lifestyle that, let's be honest, you couldn't genuinely afford in the first place. This, my friends, is not just finance, it's financial warfare. The middle class, the backbone of society, is being ruthlessly squeezed from both ends, skyrocketing costs of living on one side and wages that have been flatlining for decades on the other. They are being systematically forced into debt just to maintain a semblance of a basic standard of living. If you are serious about breaking free, if you truly want to know how to get out of debt fast, you have to shed the illusion that the bank is your friendly neighborhood helper. They are not your friend. They are a business, and their business thrives on your debt. They absolutely want you to pay the minimum balance, because that transforms what could be a manageable 3-year loan into a soul-crushing 30-year life sentence. You have to fundamentally reframe your relationship with money. Stop seeing it as merely something to spend, a fleeting pleasure. Start seeing it as a potent tool, a weapon even for liberation. Is your hard-earned money working tirelessly for you, building your future? Or are you a slave to your money, constantly chasing the next paycheck just to stay afloat? If you are utterly fed up with this poverty loop, where your hard-earned money evaporates the instant it hits your account, then smash that like button right now, because we are about to fundamentally shift your entire financial mindset and equip you with the knowledge to fight back. All right, let's dive into the core of achieving true financial freedom, especially for those just starting out. It's about a fundamental shift, moving your income generation from pure labor to strategic leverage. This, my friends, is what we call wise money management. Now, many of you, I guarantee, have been taught that the pinnacle of financial responsibility is diligently saving your money in a bank. And I'm here to tell you unequivocally, you're wrong. Saving in a traditional bank account today is not just a slow way to build wealth, it's a guaranteed slow-motion erosion of your wealth. Think about it. With inflation not just running but absolutely sprinting right now, the purchasing power of your hard-earned savings is evaporating with every single passing day. We're talking real numbers here. By 2026, those dollars you've meticulously tucked away in your savings account will buy significantly less than they do right now. This isn't speculation, it's economic reality. The truly wealthy, the financially astute, don't save in that traditional passive sense. They allocate. They strategically move their currency into assets that either appreciate significantly over time or, even better, generate consistent cash flow. This is the profound psychology of wealth. It's about shattering that pervasive, limiting mental barrier that screams, money is scarce, and replacing it with the empowering reality that money is a tool. A powerful tool if you know how to wield it. You absolutely need to develop a 360-degree panoramic view of your entire financial landscape. Where are your financial leaks? Is it the relentless drain of high-interest consumer debt? Is it a critical lack of scalable skills that can truly multiply your income? Or is it that paralyzing fear of the unknown, the reluctance to step outside your comfort zone? We talk a lot about Bitcoin on this channel. Is it a lifeline, a revolutionary concept, or just another elaborate scam? For a growing number of people, it's becoming the only viable exit ramp from a failing fiat system. But only if you take the time to deeply understand its mechanics. You have to stop being a passive consumer and start actively being an owner. Whether we're talking about carefully selected stocks, strategically acquired real estate, or cutting-edge digital assets, you must own the means of production. Hear me loud and clear. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will, quite literally, work until you die. It's that stark, it's that simple, and it's a truth you need to internalize right now. So how do we actually execute a rapid debt exit and reclaim your future, not just in theory, but in tangible, actionable steps? It starts with a total, unblinking audit of your financial life. You need to look at your bank statements, your credit card bills, your loan documents, not as mere transactions, but as a battlefield. Every single dollar that goes to interest, every late fee, every unnecessary subscription, that's a soldier lost, a resource squandered in the fight for your financial freedom. To win this war, you need to go on a relentless offensive. This means ruthlessly cutting the fluff, the non-essential spending that bleeds your resources, and instead focusing on what I call the wise money laws. First, eliminate high-interest debt with the ferocity of someone escaping a burning building. Whether you swear by the debt snowball or the debt avalanche method, pick one and attack it with an intensity that leaves no room for doubt. This isn't just about paying bills. It's about reclaiming your future from the clutches of predatory lenders. Second, and this is crucial, build a freedom fund. This isn't just your standard emergency fund, though that's a good start. This fund is designed for opportunity. Imagine having the liquidity to strike when the market inevitably dips, when a revolutionary new technology emerges, or when a unique investment presents itself. Those who have cash on hand, those who are prepared, are the ones who truly capitalize on these moments. Third, and arguably the most powerful step, invest relentlessly in your financial education. The reason the 1% aren't just rich, but stay rich, isn't luck. It's a systematic, deeply ingrained understanding of tax codes, the insidious effects of inflation, and the cyclical nature of asset classes. They understand that working harder is often a trap for those who haven't learned how to make money work for them, how to use debt as a powerful tool for leverage rather than a debilitating trap. You have to actively install a prosperity mindset that fundamentally rejects the modern slavery of the soul-crushing 9-to-5 grind. This isn't about promoting laziness. It's about being profoundly strategic, about working smarter, not just harder. By the time 2026 rolls around, the chasm between those who grasp and implement these financial mechanics and those who remain blissfully ignorant will not just be a gap, it will be a canyon. Which side are you going to be on? The current system, the one designed to keep you in the rat race, is betting on your continued ignorance, on your complacency. It's time to prove them spectacularly, irrevocably wrong. All right, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's shift gears and dive headfirst into the actionable steps you absolutely can take to shatter this working hard but staying poor cycle. This isn't some fluffy self-help mantra, it's a call to arms. We're not talking about working less here, that's a pipe dream for most. We're talking about working smarter, working strategically, and most importantly, working with a clear, laser-focused intention. Get ready, because what we're about to lay out is more than just a blueprint. It's a full-blown roadmap to financial liberation. This isn't just theory to nod along to. These are concrete, step-by-step instructions designed to rip you out of the rat race. No more excuses, no more waiting for permission. Let's go. Now, for those of you thinking, oh great, another guru telling me to hustle harder, hold your horses. We've already established that mindless hustle is exactly what got most of you into this mess in the first place. We're not advocating for 80-hour work weeks just for the sake of it. We're talking about intentional work. We're talking about understanding the leverage points in your life and career and applying pressure there, not just everywhere. Think about it. Have you ever analyzed your daily tasks and asked yourself, is this truly moving me closer to financial freedom? Or am I just busy being busy? Most people haven't. They're stuck in a reactive loop, chasing deadlines, answering emails, attending meetings that could have been emails, and at the end of the day, they're exhausted, but their bank account looks pretty much the same. We're going to break that cycle. The first and arguably most critical step is to diagnose your current situation with brutal honesty. Stop sugarcoating it. Stop making excuses for why you're not where you want to be. Are you genuinely underpaid for your skills? Or are you simply not acquiring the high-value skills that command higher pay? Are you spending money on things that provide fleeting joy but no long-term value? Are you investing in yourself or just consuming? This isn't about shame, it's about clarity. Because you can't fix a problem you refuse to acknowledge. Next, we're going to talk about value creation. This is the absolute cornerstone of wealth building. The world doesn't pay you for your time, it pays you for the value you create. So the question becomes, how can you create more value, more unique value, and more scalable value? This might mean acquiring new, in-demand skills. It might mean identifying an unmet need in the market and figuring out how to fill it. It might mean optimizing your current role to deliver disproportionately higher results. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter to deliver impact that genuinely moves the needle for your employer, for your clients, or for your own ventures. And finally, we're going to tackle the elephant in the room: strategic financial management. This goes way beyond budgeting in the traditional restrictive sense. We're talking about understanding where every single dollar comes from, and where every single dollar goes, and then intentionally directing those dollars to serve your long-term financial goals. This is where you transform from a passive participant in your financial life to the active architect of your financial future. This means understanding investments, understanding debt, and understanding how to make your money work harder for you, instead of you constantly working harder for your money. This isn't rocket science, but it does require discipline and a willingness to learn. Are you ready to stop just surviving and start truly thriving? Let's dive in. All right, if you're fired up and ready to ditch the chains of debt, if you're ready to stop being a victim and start writing your own financial future, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscribe button right now and become a part of the Future Freedom 360 movement. Don't just watch, participate. Question of the day. What is the single biggest, most nagging debt that's holding you hostage right now? I want to hear about it in the comments below. Let's get that out in the open. And once you've done that, don't even think about going anywhere. Click on this next video immediately to unlock the wise money secrets that will show you exactly how to obliterate your mortgage in half the time. Let's go!